Hi there, welcome to the Tech Content. In today's lecture number 4, we will learn how to do analysis of links and trusses. So, generally while doing analysis of links, ANSYS use element called link 180. It is a name given by ANSYS to link element. Links are one-dimensional line element. It can be used to model trusses, sagging cables, links or spring. Unlike beams, links has only translational degrees of freedom in x, y, and z direction. Beam has total 6 degrees of freedom. It also has rotational degrees of freedom. And also in contrast to beam elements, link elements can only be loaded along their axis. So for today's video, we will solve this problem. In this linkage, on left side, our node is fixed. You can see at point 1, whereas on point 2, it is allowed to slide in this direction only, means in x direction. In addition to that, it has also displacement of 4 mm in negative y direction. Like this, you can read here. And also at this node, there is a force of minus 100 Newton applied. Means it will be act like this from upward to downward. And here are some material data, area, and some geometry details. So let's begin with ANSYS Workbench. So simply click on ANSYS Workbench. Now ANSYS has been opened. So we will simply go to static structural and we will double click, or you can drag and drop this here. Now engineering data. Firstly, we will assign our material properties. Simply double click on that. Now here you can see our Young's modulus is this much. So we will assign this. Then our mu is 0.3. That's it. We have changed the material properties. Now we'll create geometry. We will simply use space clamp for that. If you don't know how to use space clamp, see my video on that. It will take some time to open. Yes, it's open. We will maximize it. Now, I want to draw sketch on XY plane. So simply click here on the axis which is perpendicular to this plane. Then select this option, select new sketch plane and simply click anywhere. Now this is our sketching plane. So we'll select line and here is our geometry. 500 mm, 500 mm, 500 mm, 500 mm and 500 mm. And angle is 60 degree. Let's draw. Firstly, I'll draw horizontal line. Enter 500. Then another line of 500 mm on 60 degrees. To switch in between the dimensions, click tab button. Now you can enter angle. So I'll enter 60. Then this point. And again. cancel the command selection, simply press escape. Now here is our geometry. Then now we haven't assigned area or profile to this linkage. To assign area, we know that area is 78.5 mm square. So firstly, we will assign area to this. For that, select all lines, then go to prepare, then profiles, then we will assign a circular profile. You can see here, beam profile has been created and this profile has been assigned to all these 4 lines. Now we will go to beam profile, then select circle, and here just enter area 78.5. Enter. Then we need to connect this all lines, means we just need to share these points. In technical words, we need to share topologies. For that, we will go to workbench, then share. It will automatically detect the points where geometry has been shared, like this point, this point, this point, and this point. Simply click here on OK. Shared 4 vertices. Then minimize. Then again go to workbench here. And now we will go to model and we will assign boundary conditions and forces. It will take some time to open. Yes, it's opened. We will cancel this user tips window. Now, the first and important step is select links. For that, simply go to our geometry here and then model type, link or truss, because we want to do analysis of links, not beam. Then, while doing analysis of links, we generally consider one link as one element. So we need to enter here sizing. So we will right click on that, insert sizing. We will select geometry. We will consider all body and then we will select this. These options are to selecting various things like body, face, edge and vertex. So we have selected this. Then element size. Just enter any element size which is larger than the total length of our link. I'll enter 500. Then apply. Next, we will add supports and displacements. So firstly, we'll add fixed support to this point. So we cannot select this point because this option has been active. So we will active vertex and then we will select this point. Apply. Then we will apply here displacement. You can see in our problem here is free to slide in X direction. So insert and displacement. So at this point, select this point. A displacement in this direction means in X direction is free, whereas on other 2 directions it's limited, it's constrained. So we will enter 0 to other 2 directions. Enter. Apply. Now at this point there is a displacement in downward y direction and it's of 4 mm. You can see here minus 4 mm in y direction at node 4, at node this 4. So again right click on that, insert displacement, select the point, then negative y. So here just enter minus 4 mm. Our unit is in meter, so we'll enter enter. Then there is also force acting downward and it's of 100 Newton. So simply click here, insert force, select the point. Yeah, it's already selected. Then select components instead of vector. Components, and this is y direction. So just enter 100 Newton minus 100 Newton because it's acting downward. Enter. That's it. And here in displacement we forget to apply. This displacement is right here. This point, apply. So we have applied all boundary conditions and forces. Now we will enter our required output. I want total deformation. So simply enter and right click and solve. That's it. Here is our solved problem. You can see animation of this. Our linkage will deform like this. So that's it. Just remember that while doing link analysis, you need to enter body sizing and enter element size here more than the length of our linkage. That's it. So that's all for today's video. If you like this video, do subscribe our channel and also press the bell icon to get update of my each video. See you in the next lecture.